Hello everybody, SumBoyOnline here, and welcome to Tier Maker. Today I'm going to be making a tier list on the Doom Eternal enemies. This is just the base game enemies, none of the DLC for now. I'll probably end up doing a DLC video once Ancient Gods Part 2 comes out. But I just wanted to start and just put some demons in some tier lists. Now we're just going to start from top left to bottom right. For the Arachnotron, I'd say the Arachnotron is pretty strong if you leave its turret on, but at the same time, once you break its turret, it does become kind of moderate, so I'd put it in like a low, strong type of area. Next, for the Archvile, I'd put that at very strong, because if you do not take care of an Archvile, they will screw you over. Like if they spawn a Baron of Hell or a Marauder sometimes, that will get you fucked up. Speaking of Barons, the Baron was pretty weak at first. I thought I kind of found him easy to fight, but the more I play, I think he's more moderate now, especially now that Ancient Gods came out and they made him more in the game. But as I said, this isn't an Ancient Gods, it's just the base game, and there aren't even that many Baron of Hell, so it shouldn't be too much trouble. Cacodemons. Cacodemons would be pathetic, but they are really good at flanking you, so I wouldn't say they're weak because they're super easy. Just shoot a grenade in their mouth and then free glory kill. But if they sneak up on you, they can one-shot you, and that is terrible, especially in Ultra Nightmare. Carcasses, I put in the... It's a tough one because Carcasses have so many abilities. I would say very strong because they can block you with shields, they can stun you with their like ground attack thing, and they can shoot you from a distance. I usually like to take care of Carcasses quickly because they like to help these other demons get in. Tyrants are weak. Tyrants don't do much. They're just big meat shields. You just shoot them a lot, do whatever. They're actually kind of fun to fight based off the fact that they don't really shoot back too much. Cyberman Incubus is really strong. Their green acid stuff that they put on the ground does so much damage to you, but they're kind of weak as well because they don't have much health. As long as you blood punch them once, they'll die pretty quickly. The Doom Hunter is pretty strong in the boss fight, but once he just becomes a normal enemy, he becomes more moderate because you just kind of need to break his sled with I like to do Ice Bomb Blood Punch, and then you just need to shoot him a few times and he'll be glare killable. I never really have any troubles with them. Next with the Dread Knight. Dread Knights, these guys could be run-unders, but I don't know if I would put them up there. I would say that they could be a run-under because they have every ability. They can shoot you, they can do massive melee damage, they can put the acid stuff on the ground, and they're really fast and really aggressive. You don't really want to mess with Dread Knights, so you want to kill them as fast as you can. Gargoyles are pretty moderate if you ignore them, but pretty weak if you know how to play the game, because if you ignore them, they'll sneak up on you, and their melee attack does so much damage to you. It's almost a run-under. But after all, you can one-shot them with Precision Bolt, Sticky Bomb, any strong weapon. So they're pretty weak in my opinion. Off to, I kind of forget this guy's name. It's been so long since I fought him. The Gladiator, that's his name. He's a boss fight. I would say he's very strong with the abilities he uses. He isn't the hardest once you've fought him a few times, but for a first time, he's definitely tough. For Ultra Nightmare, I would say he would be more of a run-under, because all it takes is a little mistake and he can take out your health. Hell Knights, they're like Dread Knights, but a little bit less aggressive, a little bit weaker. I would put them in more of a moderate area. They're similar to Barons, where they don't really do much, just like have less health, less damage, but they're a bit faster and they seem to jump at you a bit more. The Icon of Sin. The Icon of Sin I would put pretty high up because if you're playing an Ultra Nightmare, the amount of adrenaline you have can really screw you over. You can be super scared. But for just a normal player, he's pretty moderate. He doesn't really do much. As long as you can dodge his attacks. I've had times where he completely one-shots me without me even knowing he was going to attack me. So you do want to be very careful with the Icon of Sin. Imps, I'd say they're weak too because they can throw fireballs from far away. They're very stealthy, very long range, and sometimes they'll flank you and sneak up on you. But same with the Gargoyle, they're very weak. The Con Maker is close to pathetic, but more weak because all you need is a lock on rockets and she dies like super easily. You just need to make sure that you can kill the Maker drones fast to get your ammo back. Muscles are pathetic. You one-shot them with everything. They barely even show up in the base game. They don't do much. Mancubus, I would put in strong, because they have the same abilities as a Cyber Mancubus, just you can shoot their little arms off, but I think they would have more health since you can't just blood punch their armor off. If you do blood punch them though, they will die really quickly, so I'm just going to stick with the strong. The Marauder can be very, very deadly if you mess up, but I don't know, I think I would put him at more of a strong, because once you learn how to fight him, he just kind of becomes another random demon that appears every now and then. He doesn't show up that much in the main campaign. He shows up a lot later in like the DLCs when they throw two of them at you at once. But for just the base campaign, I would say he's just as strong. Mega Drones can be deadly if you can't hit your shots on their heads. Other than that, though, they're pretty weak. They don't do too much damage. If you get close to them, they'll knock you back, which could be pretty dangerous, but yeah, they're easy, mainly just ammo without you need to use a chainsaw. These cyber zombies, definitely pathetic. They die quickly, easy ammo, easy health, easy armor, whatever. For the pain mental, I think I would put him at strong because he's got quite a bit of health and he does some strong damage and spawns some lost souls. But at the same time with the ballista, you can shred this guy's health in seconds. Pinkies are moderate because you can one-shot them with blood punches, shoot a remote detonate behind them, grenade, whatever. But they do so much damage, so if you're not keeping your eyes open for a Pinky, they can one-shot you. Prowlers, I would put in strong to very strong. I'd say they're pretty strong based off the fact that they're really good at flanking you, but once you learn how they work, you can just turn around, shoot them once with a ballista, easy glory kill. Revenants are moderate. Revenants are easy. You could shoot off their turrets. You could almost one-shot them with a super shotgun, super duper close. Shield dudes they're more moderate. They get a bit stronger in the DLCs, but I'd say they're more moderate. They don't really show up much, but you do want to kill these guys fast because if they get close to you, that shotgun damage does some massive damage. There's the soldier guys. I'd put them at pathetic because they're just like imps, gargoyles, zombies, whatever. They have some health, like a little bit more health than the rest of them, but they're really slow. They shoot a little bit. They don't really have the strongest melee. For the Spectre I'd put right next to the Pinky because they're basically the same, maybe even lower than the Pinky, just based off the fact that it's a Pinky without armor, so you can kill way faster. But they're invisible, and once you get to the foggy parts later on in the game, this isn't in the base game, but once you get to the foggy parts in DLC and Superborn S, then they get a bit more deadly. Whiplashes are run under. Screw Whiplashes. They have the same attacks that Carcasses do, but they're a little slithery. They don't have much health, so you can take them out quick, but I always shoot a Whiplash first. Whiplashes and Dread Knights are always the first things I shoot. And of course a zombie is pathetic. It's just a zombie. Super easy, super nice to beat. But yeah, that would be my tier list for just the base game demons. And you guys let me know what you think, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.